Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe Happy Hour. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kelly Love Letters with me today. And as always, we talk about stationery that is new in the community, stationery that we enjoy, and stationery that may or may not be in our shopping cart. How's it going, Kelly?
It's good. I'm a little off.
Oh, long day. It's
Just kind of not terribly busy, but it just seemed like a lot happened.
well, you just had Mother's Day's weekend. So there's
Yes.
that rush because I was there to witness this.
Yes.
I have fun though. I went down to Portland over the weekend to see Kelly
Yes. It
and then
was
also
so
to
cute.
celebrate our Patreon launch.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, Kelly. I can't believe we
I
have 98 people so far.
Yes, as of this recording, which is done on Monday night. My mind is blown for sure. I had no idea that people were so awesome.
It's like my mind was blown that first day we dropped, like Tuesday
Yes.
night, Wednesday, and it kept blowing like afterwards. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I had the ambitious goal of reaching 100 patron like by the end of the quarter, like starting from this
Yeah.
month, and then we're already almost there.
And it's only been what, like almost not even a week. That's crazy.
So yeah, thank you listeners. We really appreciate everyone who had supported us through Patreon, and despite us leading kind of busier lives now, like I'm still very excited to commit to the podcast and do stuff for the Patreon people. So
Yes.
excited.
Yes, it's definitely been a journey, and we really appreciate everybody, regardless if you're a patron or not. But, of course, thank you so much to the patrons too.
So what are you drinking, Kelly?
Well, I'm just drinking water because we don't have LaCroix. What do you have?
Sad day. I had a long day. Today was my first day of work, and after a long while, so I'm winding
Yes.
down with some milk tea with the
Ooh,
remember the 3:15 p.m. instant milk tea I talked about, where it's
yeah.
like the name refers to like a good pick me up in the afternoon when you're feeling
Yes.
drowsy. So I'm having a very nice Earl Grey milk tea at 8 p.m.
That sounds amazing. I forgot it's 8 already. How did that happen?
Time flies. All
Wow.
right, so shall we get started on new items this week?
Yes.
Why don't
Do
I start actually?
Okay.
I know
Yeah,
you're
what
ready to jump the gun on that cool
No, it's
new drop,
cool. Yeah,
but
what do we have?
well, because I'm excited to share. I feel like I talked about it with
Oh,
you
yes, you
personally, which
did.
is the Hours custom fountain pen, or more specifically, Hanksdiary from the Hours studio designed it. So they work with Artex, which is a brand in Taiwan that does
Mhm.
customized stationery, specifically fountain pens. And Hanks from Hanksdiary designed this super gorgeous, sleek looking Lily of the Valley themed fountain pen that was like the star of the show during Creative Expo 2 weeks ago. Wow, it's only been 2 weeks. So I asked my sister to snag one for me at the event because it was like super limited. He came out with the fountain pen version and ballpoint, and then like a few nib selections. And when
I think that's a rollerball, right?
sorry, it's rollerballs and fountain pens. And
Yes.
my sister was able to snag me only the broad because it was sold out so fast. But the good news is I think Hanks is restocking or like updating his website
Mhm.
today, March 12th,
Oh.
the
Oh,
day
yeah.
this episode comes out on Wednesday. So you guys can, check it out because like I showed you, it was navy blue, very like pretty, um, I guess just like your sleek fountain pen, kind of even looks like a ballpoint pen
Mhm.
style body. And then on one side is the Lily of the Valley image, and you flip to the back. Well, kind of if you turn the pen around, it is the constellation kind of mirroring the lily of the valley itself. So you get both designs in one. It's
And
really,
that's,
really beautiful.
excuse my ignorance here, but that's obviously not a real constellation, right?
No, it's not. It's not. It was just to mimic the shape of that flower that he had illustrated, which is still
Yes.
very, very beautiful. And the cool thing is, sorry, that rollerball that you talked about, in that ballpoint. So
Mhm.
apparently it is swappable with the Sarasa clip insert.
Yes, that's what I saw, and I was like, "Ooh, hey, that's cool," because it
Which
takes
makes it
gel
all the more
erasers.
enticing, because I can't like root for confidence with these like customized ballpoint or roller ballpoint cartridge quality. But if you know you can swap it with the Sarasa insert, then that's a good pen.
Yeah, exactly.
And a sleek, beautiful body to match it. So now I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's very classic looking, but then it has the fun, flower illustrations, and I think it's super cool too.
no, now that I know that you can, use the Sarasa clip cartridge, I'm like, I could have not gone for the fountain pen and just gotten the rollerball.
No, it's
Because
fine.
I have been on the fountain pen binge, how I just went down to Portland and came back with a Twisby Echo Rose Gold, but we're not going to talk about it too much right now.
Yeah, I almost forgot you did that.
I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah,
Mother's Day, I guess.
it's
So, what's your new item?
so today, which is Monday, 2 days ago, I guess, when you're listening to this, um, Sailor released a new pen. It's another Pro Gear.
Mm.
Um, so it's in a Pro Gear Slim, a Pro Gear Normal, and they're also making a King of Pens version. It's called Sunset Over the Ocean, or Yugure no Umi. Um, and it's a blue pen, another blue sailor, because we needed that. And
Well, I like I like the promotion image.
I like the
That's like,
promotion image too. And I so okay, here's the hot take. I think with the whole sunset thing, they really could have used some more unique colors. But it's literally a blue pen, and then it has a red finial, which is, interesting.
hey, but it's meta shine, so it's kind of got that like kind of slight glitter, I guess, kind of
Yeah,
sparkle texture. So it's not really like a flat blue. If you
right.
want to be
Yeah,
super
so
particular about it.
I know. And it looks like with the meta shine, it looks like that means it's sort of like a matte texture. I obviously
Mm.
haven't felt it, but oh, and this is a mid-June worldwide release, so it's not just North America, it's the whole world.
Oh, I
Um
see. I thought this was like a North America, sort of like Americana,
I know, right?
theme
Doesn't it look like
color combo, with the blue and the red and the rhodium trim.
yes.
But if it's worldwide, then I can see this being an appeal for someone else too, for those who don't or may not have like a bunch of Sailor pens, then this color is kind of like the safe color to go for when you're
Right.
choosing a nice fountain pen, right? A blue pen is always cool, and then that little, when you cap it, you get that red finial.
So, okay, I wanted to read you because, of course, I texted Jason about it because he loves blue everything. And he said, OMG, I want, this is a done deal. And that's a moneymaker. So,
See? So it does have its audience.
yeah. So, I can have my opinion, and Jason's a good friend of mine, and he loves it. So you're either Team Kelly or Team Jason in this
Well, you're just kind of like snobby now because you already have all the cool sailors. So you're like
It's true.
blue is just not special enough anymore for you.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe when we get it at Oblation, it'll be like, ooh, the texture's really cool, or it looks cool in person or something. But, just throwing it out there, that's a thing that happened today.
I like the new tomorrow, new dawn like metaphor it's trying to get into.
Yes.
At first I was like, hey, why don't they use like an orangey color in the finial to symbolize, the sunset, which is
Mm-hmm.
usually more of a yellow, warm orange tone. But maybe because in Japan, red means the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that's probably why they had that combo. And
You're
I
right.
do like, when you first sent it to me, I was like, oh yeah, it is blue. But then like I like that they went for the meta shine, which
Mm-hmm.
represents the glistening.
Oh,
That white sparkle on the waves. Like that's my favorite part
okay.
about
That's pretty
water.
cute. All right. Well, we'll give it a
Are,
chance.
are we changing your mind now? I bet when you have an oblation, you get to like fondle it. You'll be like, hey.
I mean, I did buy the habanero after being like, whoa, it's so like crazy, but yeah, it's part of my collection now.
It's but yeah, well, we'll see how people accept it, but it is a cool pen, and sailors always coming out with new color
It's true.
combos. Like we haven't even seen the third bird from the Kingdom Notes section
Oh,
series.
that's
So
right. Oh, I forgot about the birds.
those
Don't tell me
birds,
this. I don't need to know.
those birds. I was thinking we can wait till all of them were out before we really talk about them as a collection. Then we can
Right.
pick our favorite bird.
That makes sense. I already know what my favorite's going to be, though.
The last one, that
Yeah,
that pink chest one.
of course.
Nice. Okay, well, so it's our own item, and
Mhm.
this week I want to, talk about a very cool product that, actually was sent to me from Stickyricesisters, but
Mm,
I've been rooting for her since the start because Taiwanese stationery and
yes.
Taiwanese girls just working to promote stuff stationery from Taiwan to
Yeah.
the U.S. market. She sent me this sticky bag, a sticky
Ooh.
bag. I'm showing Kelly an empty bag. Like, I should
Well,
really
there's a
be.
few things in there.
There's a few things in there, but the meat is the stickers. Hence
Ooh,
the name Sticky
nice.
Rice Sister. But I can also talk about the bag a little bit. There's like some candies in here. So
Ooh.
I think it's for $14. You get like a few sheets of stickers, nice cute greeting cards, a few pen tools, writing tools. Like I have this cute Sumiko Gurashi stacking crayon color pencil
Oh
situation
my
here.
gosh.
You know those like in the old days when you
Yes.
pull it apart and you like, stab it into the bud and then like, rotate the color. So I think that's that thing. The stickers, Kelly. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So this one, I actually have the others of its series, but in Taiwan, these are actually stickers that are sold in your everyday mom and pop stationery stores, not at like the mass, not at
Mhm.
like the super boutique stationery stores. So these you can find like almost around the corners for your everyday students who wants cute stickers to decorate. And this one says good living and it's brunch themed and it's got these cool little table settings, cafe
These are just
motifs.
these are just everyday whatever stickers.
Yes,
Oh,
good living. And I think the company is called Sunny Shine, if you
oh,
guys want to really
that's
look for it.
cute.
And there's like a cat. So this one actually
Oh,
had like a variety of themes. So
oh,
I think I have one with like dogs and then like street food and then like a few. Oh my God, there's a cat sitting on the couch. Like this,
oh no, it's so cute.
like, oh no. So I can
Oh,
already foresee me using this in just like my daily spread, kind of little things to decorate the corners. That's always what we like. And
yeah.
then there's this transfer sticker that Kelly, I think you will love.
Oh,
It's, oh my goodness. It's from the Taiwanese company Ching Ching, and they do these silly cat designs.
oh.
And it's those like cats that look a little ugly and have like the nose section looks like a pair of things.
April.
And so So it looks kind of stupid, but also silly.
No,
Like
they're
this
cute.
is just cat acting like humans dressed in like Halloween costumes, wearing like I don't know what are these like Hawaiian grass skirts and
Uh-huh.
riding a little scooter and just
They're
and this one's kind of
adorable.
lying on the side listening to radio with like a fan in his hand.
Yeah, because why not?
Transfer stickers are always fun. You know, they're very thin and they don't like bulk up your journals. But these are like the kind of things where if someone's looking through your page and they see this, they're like, what the hell? Like, what is this cat doing?
That's great though. I love them.
So I just find like, you know, there's a lot of these whimsical styles that goes on in Taiwanese stationery. And then you have like your typical kind of more ephemera looking little dry flower in a
Mm-hmm.
bunch style decorative stickers. But the highlight of this pack, Kelly, boba tea greeting card.
Oh no, is that a
With
little dog?
yes, with a dog inside. Like I wish I
Oh
know
no.
the artist behind this. Oh, actually they did talk about it, but they mentioned the Chinese name of the artist. I wish I can find her Instagram. I probably tried to dig it up. Bubble tea and like little dogs enjoying bubble tea.
That's adorable.
Like a thank you card.
Mm.
So I don't know. I feel like this pack is pretty decent. Little things that adds to the specialness of a subscription bag. As we need more of those.
So I'm assuming it's like a monthly thing.
It's actually bi-monthly, so every other
Oh,
week, I
okay.
think. Or sorry, every other month.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not like too much,
Yeah.
I think. You know, it was so nice of them to send one to me to try, and I'm like, yeah, I love all these stickers. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna use some of them today.
Yeah.
That's my stuff today.
Oh, that is a good stack. So I've got my the charms together there. This is my Kyoto Traveler's Notebook that I
Yay.
got through Nita, who got it through some
Some personal shopper in Kyoto.
yes.
It's for those who don't know, it's that blue cover with the rose gold Kyoto limited edition, you know, special Traverse notebook cover.
Yes, and someday I will go to the store in Kyoto and hold this up and be like, "Yay, I'm finally here."
I'm waiting for the day when I'm physically there to finally buy it, but you know, I'm still a little salty that it wasn't the green cover that I had
I
hoped it
know,
would be. Like,
because matcha,
yeah,
Kyoto.
but no, it wasn't.
Yeah, so basically what I've got going on in here is it's a lightweight paper insert from Traveler's Company, the 013.
013.
Yeah, 013, yes. And I actually did take it apart and put it back together again because I was using it for some journal like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. And then, you know how sometimes you're in an insert and then you just stop and you're like, no, I don't want this crap in there. I'm going to get rid of it and just make it one thing. So I put a piece of vellum, you know, instead of that Midori cream paper that they always have on the front and back. It's a piece of vellum instead, and it's my personal ink swatch book.
Which I'm surprised you don't already have. I mean,
I
for how
know.
many ink swatches you've done.
I know. And it only occurred to me, like, I don't know, the fact that I love swatching inks, and of course I've done all of them at work. And when it comes to my own collection, I just kind of randomly do them in like different journals.
Actually, yeah, I remember now. You do that. You did
Yeah.
swatch the inks, but they never were in one place.
Right. So then I was like, wait, I need to do this. So I did the whole thing. I don't know if I should I was thinking about doing a like a flip through of this.
You should totally do that on your Instagram or something. But do
Yeah,
you have
because
it by color theme?
I have it by color, yes. And I have 99 colors in this book.
She said it.
But not all of them are full bottles. Excuse you. There's 23 samples and there's 19 7 ml bottles. So hey, that's a big chunk of it, and they're very tiny. But yeah, I literally like broke down what they all are because I'm a weirdo and I like data on things that don't matter in any way.
The best kind of data.
Yeah, just so it's pretty great because now if I want to ink up a pen, I get to look through the whole collection all at once, which is a little overwhelming, but it's
I know, you
fun.
kind of doubt yourself a little bit when you flip through.
Yeah. And
But
so
did you like already use up most of the book? Because the lightweight paper insert has
yeah.
more pages than the usual Traverse notebook insert, right? So
yeah, so the way that it worked out, because I did take out, quite a few pages that I had already written in, but I did actually add a couple of Tomoe River papers in there too. So it looks kind of janky, but like
you
I kind of
messing with it.
yeah, I kind of like it though. So, and I did leave room for more to put more inks in. So depending on the color, like for blue black, I left 2 spare pages. For yellow, I think I only left like 1 page because when am I gonna buy yellow ink?
Hey.
But like saying that, I do have 2.
Exactly.
So it's actually, there's only 1 page left at the end, and that's it. But I do have some pages spaced in between them. If it was a full insert, I feel like there would be a lot more pages left, but I do recommend it a lot for ink swatching. We talked about it a little bit with John from I think he's planning with John now instead of John Rush, but he was saying that apparently back in the day it used to be Tomoe River paper, but now it's a paper that's manufactured by Midori that's like Tomoe River paper, and it's really good. And for all intents and purposes, I would say they're pretty close.
I like that they don't bleed through, right? Like despite how much you put down to create that ink swatching, because Kelly dipped the Q-tip into her inks for like
I don't know about that,
period of
April.
time.
Like, look at
some did go through, but it is lightweight paper, right? But it's like you don't kind of like leave. It has like that cool effect where like the ghosting is so intense.
Yes.
It's like every page is filled when you flip through them, even though you only did it on one side. That's nice. I'm thinking about tackling my own collection. And I happen to have won a coloring from the Pen Addict Twitch stream.
Yes, because you finally won a giveaway.
I finally won a giveaway. So I plan to do something about it. But I want like a cool swatching tool. And the Q-tips doesn't work for me, or I just need to be brave enough like you and just like stick it in there for a long time.
Yeah, you've got to soak that thing up. But then you could be like Toasty Treats and use the knife,
Exactly. So I'm thinking, what about the back of a butter spreading knife?
Yeah.
And then I could like sanitize it in between goes,
It's definitely a lot more eco-friendly. I just destroyed half the planet by doing this, but worth it. Just kidding. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Worth it.
I'm gonna get called out. Okay, but anyway.
People do that though. Like Q-tip is just one of the most commonly used swatching tools. So
yes,
you're okay.
Okay. Yay. So in addition to that, I do have the blue cover fancy. It's called, what is it called? Oh, I can't read it. No, Travelers Factory Kyoto. Oh, okay, I can read that.
It's one of those limited edition, like I guess like region edition inserts. Like, you go to the airport, you get the airport one. You go to the Tokyo.
And it does actually say right here in English, it says Hosho style paper, which is the fountain pen friendly insert that you can only get at the Kyoto store.
Mm.
And I decided to start a little fountain pen journal. And what does that mean, you ask? It means that I take photos of my fountain pen, like all of them. I'm going to do it with all of them. And then write with the pen about the pen. This is next level nerddom, you guys, and I'm in it, okay? This is what
I love
happens.
it.
One day you're buying a Pilot Metropolitan just to see, and the next day you have a notebook dedicated to writing about fountain pens. Which is so stupid, but like
it's not stupid at all. It's perfect. It's our thirst for knowledge, you know, like and documentation and all the good stuff. And I like how in your photo you have one where you like zoom in on the nib. I think.
Yeah, I like to use the what is that called? The Canon Ivy. And like put the two together, so there's the nib and then it's like the full body. It's kind of like having the profile shot and the the straight on shot.
Straight on mug shots for your pen.
Exactly.
Date acquired, damage done to the wallet, you know, like how much.
Yeah, and I did write how much I spent on that. I've only written about my Pilot Custom 74 so far. But I took photos of a few other pens, and I'm just gonna do it periodically whenever I feel like it. Nice. So it's just a cute thing. So, and then I also have the orange zipper pouch from the B-sides. So it's my new little child, and
it's a great combo. The blue cover with the orange pouch. And then, you know,
it does look good with the Kyoto thing too, with the rose gold foil.
Oh, yeah. That actually does match very well, you know, the color. Yeah. So this is your pen and ink journal then.
Yes. It goes with me everywhere now. Well, by everywhere, I mean when I go to work.
Home, work, and work. Well, maybe I feel like I need to do like my gel pen collection.
Oh my God, April, journal. That would be that would take so much time. That would take longer than your washi.
The photo would be cool though, like, you know, a full lineup spread of all the colors of the Uniball one that I own, you know.
So satisfying.
Yeah, bro.
I love this idea.
Now I want one. I have the tea journal, but I don't have an ink journal. I'm thinking about doing it in eventually a plotter again or something, but with like Tomoe River paper, because I feel like you said, you leave space for inks you think you will have more colors of. But like I feel like I wouldn't know. So I would probably run into a situation where like my red ends on this page starting with the orange, and then like, oh, I bought 3 more red inks, you know. So
see, yeah, I tried to like know myself, but of course I'm sure there's going to be a volume 2 at some point in my life, like 10 years down the road when
like
I'm 40.
Ken
Takeda.
Ken Takeda.
Yeah.
and it's ink book.
Yes, exactly. See,
one is not enough. There's not enough green inks in that book. Nice. Okay, so things that we want.
Oh man.
For me, I feel like I've talked about non-Lala stamps before, but maybe a while ago. Non-Lala is a Japanese stamp maker, and I happened to come across some of her restock at Little Happy Things, featuring her really pretty stamps. Price kind of hefty, so ignore that. Very pretty, like, I guess, cafe table or stationery desk series. So there's like 2 to 3 of them. And so one of them is just this like large table with your typical, you know, stationery, like binder, folder, drawers, the lamp, a book. But I like that it has like these English little quotes that's like scrawled on the side. This one says, "I will either find a way or make one."
I do like that.
And the other one is a more of a close-up of a desk, which I think really looks like my desk. It has like a, you know, Pixar looking black lamp.
Yes.
Cup of tea, a black composition notebook, and then what looks like a traveler's notebook because there's that little
Yes.
metal
Yeah,
thing.
it's got the little knobby.
Yeah, and the 2 pens. And here's a quote I really like. The talent for being happy is appreciating and liking what you have instead of what you don't have.
Dang, well, that just discounts this whole podcast. I'm just kidding.
No, not our happy hour episodes. We do talk about what we have, though.
Honesty hour.
Honesty hour.
Oh my gosh.
But it's so pretty. I really
is so
like
pretty.
it. Like maybe I just won't ink up the word part.
Oh my god.
You
No,
know?
they're really cute. I like this one with the panda that says Moody. Oh, it's sold out, of course. It's just like
Yeah.
this panda that kind of gave up.
Anyway, no, 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 super cute. Her wooden stamps. These are big stamps, so the one I'm just
Yeah,
talking about. So that's why they're like around $20 each, which for some people you'd be like, oof, that price point. But I feel like it's about the craft and the artistry, just like people collect Black Milk Project stamps, which
totally.
is another one I'm also eyeing, but maybe I'll talk about it later.
I'm
But
eyeing those every time that I see them on whatever website I go on that you tell me about. It all comes back to you, April.
let me tell you about another store next time.
No.
Anyway, I thought I would have come to like a point where it's like, oh, I bought enough.
No.
No. I could still find something I really like and want.
So bad.
And
No,
what
it's
about
fine.
you? What's on your docket?
Well, okay, so I actually didn't have a new thing because at Oblation we got the Twisby Lilac, the Twisby Eco
Ooh.
Lilac, which is, super cute and lots of people are into it. But along with that, we also got some restock of the Twisby Iris,
Ooh, it's
which
that
is
kind of
the
like petroleum-like color, rainbow
yes.
color
Yes, it's the
oils
VAC
and
700, or is it VAC 700R? I don't remember, but it's just like it's a vacuum filling pen. It's really big and kind of bulky, and I wasn't really that into it, but Tayaki Plans just posted on her story, like she put this kind of like bright pink in there and it looks really cute, and I was like, ah. Of course I can't really get it because we just restocked them and they're super popular, so I have to let customers buy them, and I'm like, they're gonna sell out.
they're definitely a sell because I remember they were so popular. They sold out that first time around, and a lot of people were
Mhm.
like hopped onto the train later and realized it's just not available anymore. I'm pretty surprised you guys got more.
I know, and it's apparently from what Twisby has directly communicated to us was that it'll be kind of a rolling inventory situation, meaning
Mm.
that like they get it when they get it and you just have to wait basically, which is fine, because it's still a pandemic and it's still, I think a lot of pen companies right now are having some inventory issues, and it totally makes sense, um
And then
but
like
it's
next month they're gonna drop like a pastel green one that I'm absolutely gonna
oh
buy. To say.
yeah, it's so like this pen, I feel like the reason why I want this pen so bad right now is because everyone else wants one. So I'm totally going in the
Scarcity.
bandwagon. I'm like, am I gonna pay full price at my job so that I can have this pen? Like, maybe. The
Maybe.
answer is maybe.
Ah, good thing I'm not that, intrigued by the color. Like to
But
me,
it's
like
rainbow.
it's petroleum.
It's like fun.
It's
Oh,
like
but
gas
anyway.
station.
Oh my god. Like the little puddle when you
Puddles and
spill
the
oil.
light, and it gets that little rainbow
But it looks
thing.
so cool. It
All
looks like
right.
radioactive, but in a unicorn way.
I like that. The unicorn just growing an extra horn or something.
Yes.
All All right, finally to wrap up, we usually talk about a few like interesting things that
Mhm.
you're probably not getting, but just cool to talk about.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what? This actually might be on my list, but whatever.
It looks like it's going to be on your list.
Sakura Cray Pass, I think
Mhm.
underscore Cray Pass is the account that Sakura officially has in Japan. They're approaching their 100th anniversary and they're releasing a bunch of stuff that kind of mimics or honors their iconic product in the beginning, which is the crayon sets, right? The pastel crayons.
Mhm.
So I don't know which one to talk about first. Do I talk about stationery first or the actual crayons first? So
I mean, the stationery is really cute.
so many stationery. It's stationery about stationery.
This is my
The
favorite kind.
you got like the washi tape and the masking tapes that highlight that kind of mimics the crayon, the rainbow set of crayon at the
And
bottom. That also
the roll fusen, which actually this is reminding me of the recent what was that brand that's got the sketchbook that you know
I
what I'm
know
talking
it's kind of, is it Marman or is it the
maybe
I know what you're talking about, but it's escaping my mind right now the
oh.
name. I know the listeners are like, it's that, you guys.
Well, because they had within the past couple years they had done like a anniversary release, and they did the roll fusen and they did washi tape and stickers and this whole thing. But anyway, sorry.
The Sakura has the crayons, the colorful crayons, and so you get like clear file folders featuring
Mhm.
all the iconic Sakura products on there. You get little sticker flakes of the crayons, super cute,
It's next
mini
level.
mini sticker flakes, and then you have clear stickers with these tiny thin crayon
It's
stickers.
it's ridiculous. They're like little tiny individual crayons as stickers.
I'm like, this is the one that like kind of makes me laugh a little bit. Like,
It's amazing.
I guess some people can really utilize that, but I'm really excited about the washi tape still. The one
Yes.
in the normal washi tape, not the Fusen one, but the Fusen is pretty cool. And then other than stationery about the Sakura stationery, you get a limited edition 50 color Cray Pass pastel crayon. I guess
Mhm.
that's why they're called Cray Pass. It's like crayon and pastel.
Oh, yep,
So
there we go. There's the knowledge.
there's the knowledge. And I mean it featured like a kid draw using the crayons to draw, but I'm like, I want to be that kid.
No, I feel like the kid doesn't appreciate it enough. I'm just kidding.
I want to hold on to these like paper wrappings and get my fingers really dirty and just
Yes.
like make art, especially since I gushed about Hanksdiary getting into pastel crayons again.
Yes. Well, this honestly reminds me, April, of the Kokuyo, what are
Pasta.
those
No,
called?
I
Yeah, the
have that
pasta.
too. I know.
But this one is, I don't want to say, well, maybe more rudimentary because they're literally like crayon slash pastels, but they're like really nice,
And the
you
fact you
know?
get 50 colors, like
That's a lot.
I love everything with a lot of colors.
Yeah, that's great. I would want you to like get them and just do a stream of you playing with all of them.
Me too. So I have to see who's gonna potentially have these, but then again, I'm like at that cusp of, like if I really want to get into pastel crayon, maybe I should just go for the Senneliers or like the really high end ones, just so I
No,
don't
see, but
regret
these are cute and limited edition. They've got my number.
it. You're very persuasive.
And I'm kind of wondering where's the microns in this release. I don't see any micron ephemera here.
I see the jelly rolls, which is
Yeah,
really
the
cute.
jelly rolls, of course. I'm glad they included that, but it's like, hey, microns are really popular. But maybe it's because this is all about colorful,
That
but they
makes
have different
sense.
colored microns too. Maybe it's more kid oriented. I don't know.
Maybe it is more kid oriented. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But yeah, the colorful stuff.
Yes.
So, what's your interesting thing to share?
So, I was I feel like I talk about this a lot that look at Well Appointed Desk and Pen Addict. So I don't remember which one of them posted a link to this blog that's called fountainpenlove.com. And I came across this article, Why I Keep a Currently Inked Journal and Why You Should Too. And I liked it because I never thought about doing this. So basically, they swatch an ink and say, this is what the ink is. Here's the dry time, here's the shading, blah, blah. And then, so it's kind of like a short little tiny ink swatch thing. And then underneath it, they'll write, if they ink it up in a pen, they'll like write with that pen. So in the example, it's like, here's my Pelikan M800 OBB nib. And then underneath it, they're like, here's a Sailor Pro Gear zoom nib. And so it's like all of the different pen variations next to the ink. I'm sounding really
Kelly, I do it too, and I don't know why you have not been doing it. Seriously, this has been so helpful to me when I have inked up like maybe like 8 pens at the same time, and wanting to see what colors I've been using and then like how they look and how they pair. So I really like this guy's blog though on Fountain Pen Love, and how he like kind of documents the process of why he does that.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you keep track of what you have. Like each time you come up, right? Or I go down and I try out your ink or your pen, and you always remember, but I'm like, I cannot remember the last time you put this ink in the whatever pen, and this time you came up with a new one. So I would like be super confused each time you say, try this pen.
That's right. Yeah. Oh man, it's just more ways to, for one thing, use all my freaking inks. And yeah, it also has a little section in this article about what to do with moldy inks and pens.
Ew.
Which is something I haven't encountered yet, but I feel like I probably will someday.
Wow.
Because if you have too many, it's not good to have too many. So I'm in the camp of too many. And I think I have some more on the way too.
But that's kind of crazy, like to know that your ink is moldy and like it might ruin your pen. I cannot even fathom the idea. I wish it never happens to me,
I
nor
know.
to my
Oh,
worst
well,
enemy.
I feel like if it is, because um, I don't remember where was it. Maybe it was some old ink at Oblation that like wasn't for sale, but it was just like previously a testing ink and then got lost somewhere. And I have seen it being kind of funky looking, and you're like, ooh, maybe I don't want that.
Oops.
But apparently that only happens if you don't close the cap properly, or
Mm.
if it's like really, really old. Like really old.
Or they said like if you spill ink, right, don't put it back,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
that's like the sure way to get a moldy bottle of ink.
Yes.
I don't think I've had to do that
I
before,
don't
but
think
now that's why doing ink swatches scares me a little bit. Like, I'm like, what if in between all these ink swatching times, I dip something into it that may be contaminated, and like, I don't know. So
No, I do it all the time.
I know, but you do it all the time and nothing's happened so far. So that assures me a little bit. Anyway, this is a great article. We'll definitely have to share it with the listeners. And yeah, I think these are great things to round up today's episode of the Happy Hour.
Definitely.
And as always, you can support us through our Instagram, our website, and now Patreon as well if you're interested.
Yay.
And we look forward to bring you another fun week of fun stationery news next week. Bye, Kelly.
Bye.